Good day, good day. Today I want to discuss with you an important topic and encourage you to join in a Zoom seminar or be present physically on May 4th, Saturday at 9 a.m. at the Empathic Learning Center, Borala, the Colombo Empathic Learning Center. I am Dr. Mendis. The subject is going to be, how do you recognize your child's development pattern, curricular appetite and career ambitions. Curricular appetite when the child is about 10 years old. Then at 14 to 17, how to get him or her to the best potential. Now I want to emphasize that a child must reach their best potential every year, but particularly so going through 14, 15, 16, 17. You can't think of greatness or best ability after that if you have not attended on your child's best potential. By the age of 16, he will be mediocre or best potential by the way you have encouraged him and he has applied himself, she has applied himself, of course. So in this seminar, from 9 to 10, I want to discuss with you how the brain tracts develop from the mother's womb, how during pregnancy and soon after birth, how to get maximum brain potential even at that stage. It's possible. Then to be intentional about it till the age of 5, preschool or whatever, what more to do. Then I want to discuss with you the critical landmarks and how to get them through the best abilities at that time. There are 7 brain tracts in the child's brain that begin to relate and develop from his mother's womb. First brain tract is called empathic intuitive. How do I think of myself? And for that, mother's bonding in the womb itself is very important. Second tract is empathic relational. How do I relate to others with what confidence? For that, the child's bonding with dad is very important. Mother's is also important. And it gives him a perspective about himself in relation to others. Confidence, certainty, competence. Otherwise, he will not relate to others. Now, if you put the child on the screen, his initiator and navigator is the child. Whereas God has made our brain to be our manager. So the third track is linguistic. If I have told this umpteen number of times, if you put the child on the screen, the child's language will scrabble up, will get hindered, and he will be very angry that he or she cannot get the language out for what the child is expecting to speak. And when in a consultation, when parents come, I always insist dad must come, dad must own the problem. The child gets very angry with the mother about what the child cannot do. She or he has an instinctive intuition that mother should have prevented this. But when the problem happens, father has to be engaged, otherwise the child cannot be recovered. And my other desperate plea is, please don't take the child to people who will prescribe many drugs. Before that, we must try empathic learning therapy. We must try empathic motor therapy. There is a particular limited use for drugs. So don't get used to the habit that the child will overcome the problem with drugs. No, parents have to be the medical therapists. So I have recently written, I am Dr. Mendis, I have written an article in the newsletter of the SLMA, Sri Lanka Medical Association, how to use parents as the therapists or the ones who will get back on track the child's learning patterns. Basic problem is that with too much of the screen, inattention comes up, child gets impulsive, and the child becomes hyperactive. And then the parents, what the parents do is take to a prescriber, and then the child is diagnosed with ADHD. Without empathic learning therapies, they try to do it with drugs, which is counterproductive. Then what gets sometimes diagnosed as autism spectrum disorder is also related to child's inability to give attention and connect with. Many of the remedies we have developed and have presented a seminar to SLMA on this in 2019, how to overcome inattention, impulsivity, hyperactivity with non-pharmacological therapies, which are called empathic motor therapies. So then we want to get on to the subject of what is the best course possible for a child after O-level. How do you select a course that you don't have to change? Then we want to map out the child's best potential being developed by the time of from 18 to 24. Then your son or daughter knows their career potential, knows what career they should be involved in. Then I want to also get on to how you may be able to select the subjects at the O-level and after the O-level according to the development of the brain tracts. I told you the first brain tract is empathic intuitive, how I think about myself. Second one is empathic relational, how I relate to others. Third one is linguistic. Fourth one is managerial mathematical. So everything a child does, he begins to say, initiate, navigation, and he's looking for a successful end conclusion and a reward motive. Then the salience initiated by dopamine for beginning, action, navigation, keep doing, changes over to when the child finishes the job well, there's a reward motive inside and serotonin starts speaking, and that is a good satisfaction. Good salience turns to satiety. The screen, when the child is on pixel screen, the child is set up for the next game. Do better. There's more to do. And he never comes to ground zero of satisfaction. He's already on to another thing. So the child does not know the managerial steps up, how to initiate, conclude and rest. He's on a up and up and up. So when he has to do something, he does not know how to take the steps, navigate through to a successful reward motive, well done. And who says well done? Child's inside says well done. It may be building blocks, it may be making a puzzle relevant to the age. Child's inside must say the good done, well done. If not, the child gets angry not knowing how to finish something. And he's all the time in limbo, doing this and doing that, and he gets angry and asking help for this, asking help for that, because you have not developed the child's initiation, navigation, successful end conclusion, and good reward track. Begin this with your food schedule. Always serve the amount the child can eat. Get him to eat, because the fingers doing the finger work and taking with aim, and the eyes are moving to the mouth, and mouth doing the chewing, the child doing it himself, he's getting on to the initiation, navigation, successful and conclusion, reward track very early in life. So eating time is the most brain brilliant time, with serotonin satisfaction and oxytocin communication and GABA empathy relating to each other while feeding the food. This is how children grow. So never miss a child's food time as much as possible. Never miss a child family food time as much as possible. And never have screen on during the meal time. Even the father cannot touch the phone or put the TV on and sit down around it for meals is a hopelessly bad idea. The best brain training time is the meal time, family sitting together. Training best happens with hearing one another, doing things together. So make your family meal time the best training time for your child's future. So we will do such basic things, as well as at how to decide subjects at O-level, how to decide courses beyond O-level, and what help parents need, what counseling available. All that I hope to discuss when we meet on May 4th. So if you want, please send a WhatsApp to asking for the Google Sheet registration, better to register and keep. Send your WhatsApp to 074 211 5011. If you are from overseas, send your WhatsApp to the same number but with the +94 774 211 5011. I am Dr. Lalith Mendis, and Good Shepherd will help us to get our children into a better mode, how to avoid obsessive compulsive behavior, how to avoid autism kind of spectrum, ADHD kind of spectrum, how to avoid depression in a child. All this and more we will discuss on Saturday, May 4th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. So keep that day free. Thank you for listening. You'll get a set of documents free, and there'll be other books for purchase that will help you in your parenting understanding and how to give guidance, how to discuss these matters and come to a satisfactory conclusion with your kids' future. Thank you.